Pulsar drum spinner.
It may look familiar, but the drum spinner of family team Pulsar has been completely redesigned. They showed so much promise last time. Can Pulsar now deliver?
You've made changes for this year, though?
It's a brand new robot.
Really?
It's a completely new build. Yeah, looks very similar, same idea. It's got a big drum.
Any extra bits and bobs added onto it?
Yes, we've got the self-writer now this
Now,
time.
you didn't have a self-writer
Didn't have a
last time.
self-writer, so hopefully if we do have a problem, we can just flip back up the right way.
Fantastic. Looking forward to seeing you in there. Ladies and give it up for Pulsar! Only here on Robot Wars will you see a fight between 3 huge spinners and a crab. With only 2 places up for grabs, teams will take no prisoners. So let's get started.
From Shropshire, Pulsar.
Pulsar's been completely redesigned. The new, bigger 23-kilo drum does 8,700 RPM, which is the fastest in the competition, frightening. And these large brushless electric motors more commonly seen on large-scale drones. In the arena for this bout, it's Shunt.
Roboteers, stand by.
This could be all about the weight and power of Apex's huge barn, or that drum of Pulsar.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Ironside 3, faster, stronger, quicker than before. Pulsar with more consistent bite. The weaponry Crushtacean taking a hit there. The only robot covered in polyurethane paint, which is about to get a bit of a burnish. Oh, and a huge attack there! In came Pulsar, in underneath, Apex, lifting it up in the air and stopping it. The bar is spinning, it's not anymore. Mighty, mighty attack there from Ironside 3 and Pulsar. And the others, I think, are out as we count down. Hugely impressive Ironside 3, very, very good. Apex and Crushtacean beaten.
How much of a heartbeat? I'm at 98.
Pulses racing immediately. Pulsar and Ironside 3 ruthlessly efficient, killing Crushtacean there. And Apex done there by Pulsar. Pulsar and Ironside 3 through.
At the end, am I right in saying that you were a little bit crumpled, though? There was a little bit of a ripple.
A little hatch. I think we're just catching it. It's probably just about...
It was not immaculate, but impressive. Not bad. You must be thrilled with that.
I am thrilled.
Yeah. That is, look, it's looking very, very smooth, looking very, very comfortable. Got flipped at one stage.
Yep. Yeah, I drove over the flipper. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, why did you do that? Why did you?
It's really fast. It's we fixed the
Yeah,
drive.
it's actually really,
and
really
it's
fast.
got really little grip because it's got so much power. So it's just power sliding everywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ironside and Pulsar. Give them a round of applause. Pulsar must also begin the engineering puzzle of working at the cause of their robot's faults.
I'm just noticing now, though, I've got a problem. Because that motor's going round, you can see the belt will go round. This one's seized, locked up solid. So we have got some damage, and we don't know what it is yet. We've got to take it apart and have a look.
The group battles are over. Teams through to the next stage are Ironside 3, Pulsar, Supernova and Frostbite.
Team Pulsar are struggling to put their complicated robot back together. They're working with a high-voltage system, and in their haste, mistakes are being made. Peter has accidentally caused the high-energy battery to burn out their speed controller. They have to replace it before the battle, and they have a limited number of spares. It's time to head to the arena. Last series, their robot proved to be unreliable. Is history repeating itself with such a cutting-edge robot?
We are the Wyrm family from Shropshire, and our robot is Pulsar. The team is my parents and I supply robotics parts to the robotics industry. My dad's a music producer and my mum is a copywriter.
We're a very strong family unit, but it's Ellis who's the core of the robot team.
As long as we can remember, it's been his passion.
Building robots has taught me about engineering. Pulsar is a really low, sleek, compact machine that packs loads of power into a small space. Last series, Pulsar got into the top 6, we got into the final episode, and unfortunately we had one of those recurring electrical issues, so we never really got to show what Pulsar can do. I'm using high-performance brushless motors again, the same systems as before, although they're all kind of turned up to 11, and the whole machine is just absolutely ramped to the max. Pulsar is the most powerful robot I've ever built, and I feel sorry for anyone who has to fight it.
Ironside 3 against Pulsar. These two nemesis met last series. Ironside controversially missing out on a win last time. Now these second-generation machines go head-to-head again. Shunt in the arena for this battle. Beware his pneumatic axe and hardened steel bucket. Answer Killalot.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Off we go. Blade of Ironside. Nearly got themselves in a CPZ and the end of Shunt axe. And onto the floor flipper 2. You can see the power of the 18-kilo bar spinner. They've worked very hard on this machine, trying to improve. Down goes the pit release.
Turn the weapon off.
You can see Ellis there, this self-taught engineer at the control of Pulsar. Big hits, nearly into the grasp of Killalot. They need to get out of there, Pulsar. All the arena perils on display. Trying to get in underneath the bar and flip Ironside 3.
Smoke up one wheel.
Good tussle this. Very good tussle. Ironside 3 goes away to drive again. Pulsar around the side. Up over the floor flipper goes Ironside 3. Difficult to call this one at the moment.
He's got no weapon and you're the aggressor so far.
Who is the more aggressive, according to the judges, should it go to them? Which weapon is working? Just skirted the issue there. Onto the flame pit goes Pulsar, driven there by Ironside 3. Good driving.
Lost drive on one side.
Okay.
They've got a problem with the drive on one side, Pulsar. They're still moving. As long as they can move out of their circumference, they'll be okay. They won't be deemed immobile, but they've got other troubles now. They're in the grip of Killalot. They're on the flame pit. He'll hold them there. The crowd want them in the pit. They need to self-right. They do so. So they're still moving. Just, as I said, as long as they can move out of their circumference, which they're doing. Oh, onto the spinning bar of Ironside 3. Good battle, this.
We'll be killing that drive motor is the thing.
Last year, it took a controversial judge's decision to thwart Ironside 3. They want revenge.
Try spinning up the drum. I don't know what the damage is to the drum.
That's fancy.
Ironside 3, the more aggressive. Don't think they caused too much damage. Barely a scratch on Pulsar. Ironside 3 spinning to win, they think.
He's counting down. 10, 9. Just keep moving at him.
As long as they keep moving, they should be okay. Pulsar.
3, 2, 1. He's been counted out.
Now, there seems to be confusion here. Ironside 3 think Pulsar's been counted out, but Pulsar is still mobile. Cease has not been called. The fight is still on.
Can't drive, got no drive on one side.
He's saying he can't drive. It doesn't matter. They can't go the way they want to go as long as they're moving beyond their circumference. Why is Ironside 3 coming in for the kill here? The match has gone to 3 minutes. Pulsar damaged, but still mobile.
Go to judges.
Yes.
Passions will rise high, either side, for this judge's decision. I would not want to be in their shoes. Well, that'll count against Ironside 3 for driving onto the floor flipper. Maybe a little bit of damage to the bar, I don't think so. Oh, might be there, though. They were aggressive. But they weren't causing too much damage on Pulsar. Pulsar were able to come in and shove Ironside 3 around until I think one of their motors burns out there. You can see the smoke. That could count against them. But Ironside 3, even though Pulsar took damage from Killalot, was strangely inhibited. And they didn't come in for the kill. They stayed off. And that negativity will count against them because Pulsar is still active there. Look.
Any battle that goes to a judge's decision is played back for Lucy, Seitu and Noel to review before making a final judgment. In this case, however, there's an added complication involving the judge's countdown clock.
I'm just going to check the words of the rules.
The complication is that Ironside saw on their countdown screen that we had been counted out, although cease was never actually called. So that means the countdown never actually happened, it never went through.
So they backed off.
So they backed off. So there's just a little bit of confusion there.
Ironside believed they'd won due to the immobilization clock counting Pulsar out. Pulsar also felt they'd done enough to win the fight by a judge's decision. Head Judge Noel goes to explain and offer his ruling.
Now I've gone to the gallery and reviewed the footage because I pressed the button and it cancelled on our screen the countdown, but I've been up there and you got countdown continued through.
Yes,
so it wasn't fair. So what we're going to do is we're going to award both teams 2 points. Okay. Is that fair?
We're happy with that.
Okay.
Happy with that compromise, the team set about repairs for the next round.
After the first 2 head-to-heads, the leaderboard looks like this. Supernova have 3 points, Pulsar and Ironside 3 are both on 2, and Frostbite is yet to score. Up next, it's Supernova versus Pulsar. Pulsar's small but powerful brushless motors aren't holding up to the rigours of battle. The machine has to be stripped, reassembled, and the electronic speed controllers replaced for this fight.
The problem is I've been struggling to replace the damaged part, and everything's not going quite to plan. So I'm just bodging it now. I'm using the wrong kind of motor just to get it together, and we just need to get in the arena. That's our goal. We've just got to get in there.
Sitting at the top of the table, Supernova know that a victory here will give them a commanding lead. For Team Pulsar, the race to be ready in time means they're heading into a crucial battle, untested and unprepared. So batten down the hatches and take it away, Jonathan.
The house robot in the arena for this bout. It's King of the Rings, Killalot, and Shunt. All rust in pieces, love it, love it. Pulsar against Supernova. Which of these problematic machines will love this one, though?
Activate.
Supernova, spin to win, or spin yourselves into the bin. They've got to be careful. Pulsar, what a hit that is! Wow! But I think the velocity, the power of the hit. Oh no, I thought they were out. They thought they were out. What a slam! Bam! Thank you, ma'am, that was.
That's not working.
Neither of them are.
I don't think either weapon is working. It's a little bit of a kiss and caress now. A bit of a nudge around the arena.
Hopefully it's just our chain that fell off.
No drive.
I can't see any life whatsoever in Supernova. A little waggle of the soft righting mechanism. Pulsar just wins it.
That was one almighty explosion.
Look at the power of this. Oh, drum against spinning blade. Nothing humdrum about that drum. Man! And Supernova was flipped and spun right across the arena.
Team Pulsar get the knockout and 3 points. But victory came at a price.
It's going to be big damage. You can see the massive gash across the front of the drum, which the drum is going round but then seizes here.
Yes, it does.
And we don't know why yet.
If and when Team Wyrm rebuild their machine, they'll face top of the table Pulsar.
Team Pulsar have managed to realign their drum so it can spin freely, but in every battle their high-power brushless drive burns out components that all need to be replaced before they go back in the arena. If they're unable to do so in the allotted time, they'd be forced to forfeit their next battle, leave the competition, and Wyrm will be awarded the full 3 points.
Thanks very much. For the first time tonight, with its clamping jaws and vertical saws in the arena, it's Dead Metal. And Matilda, flying like a butterfly, stinging like a 350-kilo robot Triceratops.
3, 2, 1.
Nick and the Wyrm team believe robots can be upcycled, and many elements of Wyrm have come from scrap, and they could be heading back to the scrap yard unless they can stay out of reach of that Pulsar drum.
That's the belt stuff, yes, it's gone.
But we've got smoke pouring from Pulsar. the Sparks as well, I think. We know they've had problems with that drive system, and this could be a mighty upset here. But of course, Wyrm needs to get away from dead metal in that CPZ as Pulsar waits patiently. Pulsar drives away.
We can't drive because the wheels are off the ground because the wedge is underneath the wheels.
Wyrm can't get away. You can just hear them there. They're wedged on, or they were wedged on to dead metal. Now they're on the flame pit. Toasted Wyrm, and he went, ooh, that sounds disgusting. Pulsar with the new little Shreemet. The crowd love that.
They're counting down. They're counting down. You keep moving, Ellis.
Again, the instructions from Tara to Ellis. Keep moving, keep moving. The drum moves, but very little else. This is interesting.
One side drive gone.
Self-rider's gone, drummer's gone, one-side driver's gone.
But the hope's gone. Well, you can see there the drive smoking. Wyrm in peril and damaged by the house robot onto the flame pit. Also count against them. Pulsar active the longest. They stay in, but they're weak.
So it's a problem within
Crying
the
out
new...
loud.
Have we got enough?
Meanwhile, fellow finalists Pulsar have burnt their way through all their spare speed controllers. They've reached the final, but may be unable to enter a working robot.
We were very, very close. The sides are on. The wedge can go on in just a few minutes, but then it was tops. But then we've just gone to test it, having done the reassembly, and we found the fault with this motor, and there's just not enough time.
Then Ellis has a brainwave.
Not in the amount of
Hang on a
time
minute,
we've
hang on a
got.
minute. That VSC, you're wrong, but it would spin the motor. I don't even know if it will spin it. It's set up for a completely different kind of motor.
Yeah.
If they can repurpose their self-rider, they could still make it to the final. But that's a big if.
Whether or not that will work, who knows? Go again.
Power light. Up. Turning on, ready to leave.
The motor works and Team Pulsar are back in the competition. We have a final. Whatever the outcome between these two massive spinners, they've both proved themselves in the pits as worthy finalists.
The brains in the pits, the brawn in the commentary box. Pulsar against Ironside 3. They meet again, a place in the grand final at stake this time. No love lost, I can tell you. The house robot in the arena for this bout. It's Sick-a-Lot and Shunt.
Roboteers, stand by.
Ironside belted by the power of their own spinner. Using a Shreemet motor for speed control. Pulsar, have they bodged it? Have they got it right?
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Oh, the arena's tense for this one. But Pulsar had enough time to repair. Could this be revenge? Big time for Ironside 3.
Ross drive already on
Get
one,
this
but
wheel.
just take your time.
Pulsar continuously moving, spinning, trying to get away. Doesn't seem to be much life in the drum. They took a hit there. Big hit from Ironside 3. That may well have stilled the beating hearts within the Pulsar. I think it has. They are now totally vulnerable. Another smash from Ironside 3's 18-kilo bar spinner. They've used that weapon well. Oh, poor old Pulsar. Haven't they worked hard to get it up and running? Whatever technique they could use, they've used. It's still twitching.
We're being counted down.
Ironside 3, not waiting for a count this time. Again, they've come in with a slam. Surely they've won it, Ironside 3. And revenge is theirs. And they know it. They have long waited for this. Oh, and so the house robots. Right from this first big hit, Pulsar were in trouble, couldn't recover. And it's Ironside's victory. Ironside through to the grand final. Worthy winners. Through adversity to triumph. How sweet is the taste of revenge.
Yes, oh, Pulsar. I feel that we saw the best of you earlier on in this show.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What was the fight that really took it out of you?
Supernova.
The Supernova
several
battle
fights back, yeah. We never recovered, really.
Could you even get the drum going?
No, it twitched. And I didn't want to go any further because it might set itself on fire, so...
Yeah, but listen, it's time, I believe, will still come. I think there's much more to be got
I'll be
out of
back.
this. I have no doubt you'll be back. But for time being, my commiserations. You've lost laser. I'm giving it up for Pulsar!